Hi, I'm Jay Boone down at Emerald City Guitars here.
Trevor Boone.
Holy cow, man. We got like 3 amazing guitars in here. And
Explain what a burst is first
okay,
off.
so a burst is basically a Les Paul standard between the years of 1958 and 1960. So in 1958, they did the first year of the Sunburst Les Paul. Before that, it was going to be a gold top or a black custom. So in 1958, they started the Sunburst series, and now they become just that legendary, highly collectible electric guitar. And between 58, 59, and 60, they made roughly, and this will vary depending on who you're talking to, but according to shipping records, close to 1,700 of these models. And I guess kind of the joke is only 2,000 of them survive. So there are some fakes out there, and we've seen some amazing fakes, but these are not fakes.
Yeah, when did the first one come in? That was probably 13, 14 years ago?
Yeah, so around that time, 2004, 2005, we had a 1960 burst come in, and it was called Flamin' Harry, and man, it had a beautiful top. Remember that?
It was an incredible guitar.
An early 1960 with kind of still the fatter neck profile,
with
like a
big
59.
divots in the neck from the guy who played it, wore rings all the time, and it was just still completely playable, but you flipped it over and had all the cool wear and tear, and quite a story.
Yeah, and Flamin' Harry was apparently a legend down in the southeastern part of the United States, and this guitar had come through a gentleman in the Northwest that had bought it from him personally back then. So that had started it for us, and then from that it kind of ignited, and we've had, we bought and sold maybe 20 bursts since then, and we've had our hands on probably over 50. We've kind of become a shop where people come to buy and sell
Guitars of this caliber.
Yeah. We appraise them and we authenticate them. Yeah, because these guitars, I think of the 20 some odd bursts we've sold, have ranged from $150,000 to $400,000. So they're
exceeding that too. I mean, new price guide came out this year, 2018. I think it was $415 or $420, and we definitely have heard whispers of them exceeding that even. So, you know, it's like old guns, watches, hot rods. It's definitely this American folk art aspect as well. And
yeah, there's a great book called The $1 Million Guitar, I think is what it's called, and it kind of tells you a lot about how the mystique grew and the legend grew on these guitars. And you know, Eric Clapton had a lot to do with that, as did Peter Green and Mike Bloomfield, Keith Richard,
Joe Walsh, Slash. I mean,
and like Trevor said, they continue to go up in price. It seems like every time they change hands, the price escalates on them, and people are crazy about them. Just happened to have a picture of the last time we had 3 of these in here, and again, just 3 beautiful examples. And I think this one we sold to Mike McCready from Pearl Jam. This one went out to Nashville, and I personally flew out to Chicago several years ago and got that from the original owner. Had it in the closet in his church. And then this one, really beautiful 60. Look at the flame on that. That one stayed local to a collector here, a buddy of mine. This guy here, this is the 59, and you can see the finish on this is like a lemon burst. This one's been played in a beautiful way. You can see the wear on that neck.
It's totally just a rock and roll example. I mean, it is.
You know.
Yeah, that thing wasn't babied. I mean, no breaks, nothing crazy, repaired or anything like that, but definitely a guitar that was used as it should be.
Big thick slab of mahogany with a beautiful maple top there, with, if you can see kind of the cool
and the belly of these, man, they just can't get it right these days, and that's a great example of it.
Yeah, look how deep that is right there. And then you know, the Brazilian rosewood board, all the nickel hardware, the old plastics are all still in great shape, and of course the 2 PAF pickups, which are like the killer secret weapon on these. Just amazing sounding pickups. And then I think this middle one, you know a little more about that. I think Trevor flew to LA.
Yeah, I flew this one back from LA maybe a year ago or so. And seriously, just a textbook example of a 59. Beautiful top. This is one that, when you look at it first, there's not too much flame, just dead on. I'm not sure how
Great
what
color,
you guys
though.
getting, but
color is
Flip
so
it to
nice.
the side, yeah, it completely pops out.
Oh yeah, I can see right now in that light, just
It's amazing.
really, really nice.
I always love
on
taking
that.
the poker chip off too, which will show the unfaded color, and we did that on this one. It's bright red, which is cool. So they change with time, and depending on, was it in a window, was it in the corner of a room, a closet, and this is one that is just such a pretty color.
And they're all like individually unique. Like you can feel the neck on the 59 on this one. In 58, the necks were a fatter profile. In 59, still a chunky neck, but not quite as fat as 58. And then by 60, they'd slimmed them out a little bit. So these two necks, similar, but both hand-carved necks that are just have a unique feel to them. Like this one almost has a little soft V on it there. And then of course,
I love this guitar, and something that I found with 60s with that slimmer neck, they're really, really aggressive guitars, where with the 59, you kind of have this holy roundness to them. The low end, the high end, it's all just kind of full bandwidth of tone, where these have a little bit more of that mid-bite growl that I've come to love. I mean, this through a Tweed amp, they're just fierce. And this is a really just ridiculous example. It is as clean as it can get.
Clean. Look at that.
It's crazy. I mean, just a couple
And
nicks
you see
where
the
it look
nice
like
little flame in there too. Just,
oh man,
that's
this
a beautiful
guitar,
top,
this
too.
guitar is special. I love this guy. This also has the Cali Girl case, a little bit more of like an hourglass shape, and there's some different rumors of where it picked up that name, but it's referred to as the Cali Girl case, which is pretty typical for 60.
Yeah,
Anyways,
it's a cool brown case with a pink lining, that real telltale kind of case. And so yeah, these are just like three beautiful instruments, and they all have their individual sound and feel to them. They're all down here at the same time. So I guess all you local guys, if you want to come down to the museum and get a look at these, they're in our showcase. It's a rare opportunity to see some really legendary Gibson Les Pauls. All right, man. So thanks for tuning in on our picks of the day, featuring our two 1959 and 1960 original bursts. And stay tuned the next couple of weeks while these are in the shop. We're going to get a couple of guys to come down and do some really great demos for you, and maybe even try to get a couple Northwest rock stars to come in and do that. What do you say, Trevor?
yeah, let's do it, man.
All right. Till next time.
Thanks, guys. Catch ya.